Well, welcome back to another video. It's been too long, I know, but this one has taken some planning. We're out, we're doing my first long distance walk. And if that's not challenging enough, I'm going to be doing my first solo wild camp as well. I'm going to be spending probably two nights in the tent, doing a route that's 48 miles. And it's the Tabular Hills Walk. Well, this walk starts at my favourite place, the Cleveland Way. North Sea behind me, castle, and the clouds are looking moody. I was late setting off this morning, set off 2 hours late, set off at just before 10. Wanted to be hiking at 8, but the reality is it was chucking it down, and I thought, well, for the sake of a couple of hours, it looks like it's going to clear up, so that's what I've done. Just hung in there for a little bit, lost a little bit of time obviously as a result, but we'll make that up hopefully tomorrow with an early start. Just about to quit inland now, head through a little village called Scorby, so we'll get that bit of road walking done and then we'll see what this walk's really got to offer. Well, that's the road walking out the way. I think that's it now. I think pretty much it's all just nice paths up through forests and across moors. At least I'm hoping so. Didn't enjoy that. And the crazy thing is, I'm literally back where I started this morning. I live a couple of streets back from where we are now, but the official start is obviously down on the Cleveland Way. So I've walked down there, I've walked back, I'm literally back where I started, and it's about to rain. Honestly though, how many would you have cheated? How many of you guys would have just jumped out of bed, walked down to this lovely little river and started from here? I know I thought about it. This really is a picture postcard village. It's called Scorby. Absolutely stunning place. The colour on the trees at this time of year is amazing. All just changing colour, all starting to drop. Really is getting close to winter now. Autumn barely seems to have started, but we'll enjoy it while we can. So the Beck Walk, it's quite a long way. It's a good few kilometres, 3 or 4 kilometres I'd say. Quite condensed as well, trees over the top here, pinning you in. Really nice though with the colours and everything, looks really good. Now really starting to open up now. I'll spin you around, show you what I can see. So it does go on for a while, walking past the Beck. Still on the Beck Road now, but it's opening up now. It's looking lovely. Enjoyed it back there. Trees all come at you from both sides, condense you right in. But now it's starting to open up. Starting to see the hills and the trees, and they look fantastic in this light with those autumn colours. Beautiful, beautiful stretch. So off the Beck Road, a bit more road walking. Quite busy road this one. Having to tuck in as the cars are passing, but it's not too bad, it's not too far. Heading down to a little village now called Wrench Green. Just a mile and a half down this road, so hopefully it gets a lot quieter when we get there. And that's a sign post that we're looking for. And we're now going to turn on to Wrench Green. This is a beautiful village, Wrench Green. Know it well. Used to come down here with my dad, take photographs. So picturesque. It's got everything from little bubbling rivers, big hills, fields, stone walls, everything that is great to photograph, to be honest. Brings back a lot of good memories, this place. Oh, never have I been so happy to see a simple seat. So for our snack, going to have some beef jerky. I'm also going to have this fruit flavoured energy drink powder. Went out of date in 2022. What could go wrong? Well, I'm pleased with that progress. It was pretty slow going over the tops. Weather obviously recently has just made all the paths boggy and basically unwalkable. Constantly slipping, sliding all over the place, but here's to a lemon drink, 4 years out of date. From my father-in-law's ration packs. He's a paratrooper, so every time I go down there I steal a few bits, but some of it's better than others. God, it's pure sugar, pure sweetener. Exactly what I need to get up this hill. What an amazing house that is. Old paper shop it's called. Obviously the old post office still got all the letter boxes outside where people have put the letters when it was open. Fantastic place. Love this place. But as I remember, it's got lovely scenery. It's a lovely place to walk, but there is one kicker. It's actually got one of the steepest inclines in the local area. Been up this many a time in the car, in the van. First time on foot. And let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to power on up. I'll see you at the top. No way I'm recording this. Oh, just like that, we're at the top. Not going to lie, I am absolutely dripping in sweat. That has proper done me in. But now we're at the top, again, the scenery changes completely. From just a couple of 100 yards, everything's different. Starting to get our first glimpses of the forest now that we'll be heading into. It looks like we've got a nice gravel path. So yeah, forest is either side. Well, we're well into this path now. Should be coming out of the woods in not too long, I think. I think it breaks on one side. Hopefully it gives us a bit more light. You can see by the camera already, it's 2:30. The light is it's dropping out so fast now. 2:30 and it's already on the turn. Doesn't help obviously I'm in these woodlands, so it's getting dark. Aim now is to certainly get to Leversham more. Want to be around Leversham. Ideally, I want to be around the whole of Hawkham. If I can get there, that's amazing. Given the fact that today's been a bit of a challenge. Obviously, I lost 2 hours this morning, which wasn't ideal due to the weather. But not walking in the rain to start the day it was 100% the right thing to do. So no complaints about that. And I've had to stop a couple of times with just do a few bits and pieces with work and whatnot. So yeah, probably lost 3 hours today. So if I can get to Leversham, ideally whole of Hawkham, be a big day tomorrow. Lots of forestry work going on at the moment. Unbelievable the amount of trees that have been cut down. So we're just coming up to another point of interest now, just approaching Dalby Forest, and I tell you, I am absolutely shattered. By my reckoning, I think we've done about 28k today, which is good. We're on a broken day. I think that's a decent result. It's probably more than I could have expected, given the hours we lost a little bit earlier on. So plan is now, it's nearly 4:30. I need to be thinking about getting in somewhere and trying to find somewhere for this tent. This is a bit where I get nervous now. No plan, no idea where to go, but I'm sure obviously with the forest coming up, there's got to be somewhere to pitch it. So next 15-20 minutes, hopefully we'll have somewhere sorted. There you can just see in the distance Dolby Forest. Okay, so I'm just going to turn off the trailhead now. Down like a little walking route. I'm sure I'll find a flat piece of ground down here. So this is where I'm going to set up for the night. I think it's perfect. Just tucked away in the trees, but far enough from the trail. There'll be nobody walking around here. Hopefully we can get this tent set up. So there we go, all pitched up. Been quiet now because it is dark and I am still on the road, or near the road. The tent is the Vango Nevis 200. Never pitched it before, but I've got it nice and taut. I'm pleased with it. Well, it's only 4:30 now and the light has gone completely. Couldn't have timed that any better. It's dark now, so I'm going to get in the tent, get changed, get rested for tomorrow. Well, good morning from camp. What a night. Won't pretend I slept all the way through, but over 12 hours in the tent and I was asleep for an hour at a time. The roll mat that I've got from Alpkit is really good in the fact that it's solid. It stayed up all night. I sleep on my side I wasn't touching the ground. It's really good in that respect. It's just not wide enough for me. And I do wriggle around obviously when I'm asleep, so I was on and off it all night. But still, I mean, really comfortable in the tent with the setup. Wasn't cold at all. Just got straight in the tent and crashed. It's about 5:30. It's 5:30 now. I'm just getting ready, getting packed up for day 2. So we'll get squared up, then we'll crack on. So first night while camping, absolutely amazing. You can probably just see behind me as well, the moon is just going down. How did I find it? Honest to God, I think all the stress and all the worry about finding somewhere to sleep, whether or not I'd be able to find somewhere to sleep, by the time it had come to walking the 30k, I was just absolutely knackered. I just threw the tent down in a decent pitch, just on the edge of some woodland. Trail's only, I don't know, 50 metres that way. But I was that tired, I was that exhausted, it just didn't even cross my mind in terms of being worried about it. So, having a cup of coffee now, everything's squared up, everything's packed away. There's a little bit of condensation inside in the tent. So, got the doors open, let that air off, then we'll get ready and we'll get back on the road. One thing I've certainly got wrong on this trip is the amount of water I'd need. I only brought probably a litre. It's all I'd normally drink at home, but obviously carrying a pack, doing the distance, I need more. So not far from a village. I think Leversham, it's not far, it's down the road. I'm hoping I'll be able to stock up what I've got and obviously pick up a few other bits and pieces as well. Again, food, not eating enough, not eating right. I mean, yesterday all I had was the jerky. I wasn't hungry, just marching through. So I'm forcing myself some breakfast this morning. Probably not the best. It's the Wayfarer salted caramel chocolate brownie, but I figure I'm going to march on sugar today. Well, this morning. I'm hoping when I get to Leversham, when I get to Cropton, there'll be a shop, maybe even a little cafe, and get proper breakfast. So there we go, there's the campsite, left no trace, just flat grass. We're all ready to go. Gonna lose the coat this morning. It was a warm day yesterday. Bags all packed. Got all my rubbish from yesterday and last night ready to take out. Time to get on the road. So there we go. One last look at the campsite. I was tucked away just up there behind those trees. Absolutely peaceful, idyllic. Waking up listening to the birds this morning was beautiful. Cloudy day. Should make for some good walking. Just 500 yards from where I slept last night. Little place called Moorcock Meadow. Looks amazing. But probably wouldn't have slept there anyway if I'd have seen that sign. Don't know. It always worries me that they might be, I don't know, patrolled or in some way, shape or form. Better to get off into the woods out of the way. It's right next to the open path anyway. So today, hoping to get another 30k done at the very least. I need to get more than 30k. Need to finish this by, need to be in Helmsley, dinner time on Friday. That's the plan. Wife's away. If I get that wrong, I am going to be in big trouble. But should be able to do it. Like I say, 30k done yesterday, 30k today, 35k today. Should really break the back of it. Going to also plan a bit better today. I'm going to stop for breaks. By 4:30, constantly walking. I was done in yesterday. That last hour really was a slog, and I want to enjoy this. It's my first ever walk, long distance walk, and to top it off with that wild camp yesterday, that was amazing. So the highlights for me, day one, Scorby Beck, starting off on the Cleveland Way. My absolute favourite. You can't beat it. On the coast there, sea, cliffs, farmers' fields, it's the best place I think, in and around where I am. So starting off on the Cleveland Way was special for me. But then getting onto that little beck walk, that was beautiful. Thought it'd be quite busy. I mean, there was a few dog walkers, but very, very little. And then getting into that bit at Wrench Green, crikey, what a hill that was. Honestly, truthfully, it'd have been better off doing this backwards, I think, and going down that. But look, the incline's going to come at some point, I guess. There it just felt like it was all literally right at the beginning. And bang, God, did it knock me out. I think today is pretty much not flat. There is an incline. Obviously, we're going up to the whole of Hawkham. Beautiful place. But I think it's more gradual. I think it's more steady. Should be more manageable and not nearly knock me off. Getting these walkthroughs done early. They're not going to last today. So we're just skirting round Dalby Forest now. That's over this side. Just going round there. As we get round, I don't know, maybe in another mile, mile and a half, round this bend, we should hopefully see Blakely topping over to the right, and then straight in front is the whole of Hawkham, and then that's just a walk round the top, then onto the village of Leversham. And I'm hoping by the time I get there, the shops will be open. We can stop off and we can get some food and get tops up on drinks. Can't believe how much I underestimated the water. I mean, there was a couple of shops on the route. Both were closed. And the pub as well. That was closed. Although it was only 12 o'clock when I passed then, but honestly, I'd have probably jumped in if I could. So this first stretch, in terms of water, in terms of shops, in terms of like refill points, there isn't many. There isn't many. I'm almost glad I've done it this way, to be honest. I would have hated to done it the other way around and had no water, thinking that the shops were open and I could have hit them. But like I say, closed, and not just closed opening hours, they were completely closed. Yet on the internet it said they were open. But such is life. I've had a coffee this morning, got a little bit of water left in the canister. We'll be absolutely fine. There we go, there's the prices. Dalby Forest. Absolutely fantastic place to go with the kids. Spent many a day up here with the kids, just going for walks out and about. Beautiful place, well worth visiting if you're in the area. Look at the colours of the trees up in Dalby Forest at the minute. Absolutely beautiful. All these burnt oranges, and then there's some which are obviously still completely green. The contrast of them next to each other is absolutely stunning. Fortunately, we're not going that way. As beautiful as it looks, carried on down this main road. Not far to go now. So just had the phone call off my wife, getting bollocked for camping somewhere with no signal. Apparently the signal dropped out at 2 o'clock yesterday, and she wasn't able to pick me up. I knew I had no phone signal, but I kind of was hoping that the location service thing would have at least shown her where I was and that I'd stopped off in the woods, but that's the way it goes. But look at this place. Worth getting into trouble for. Now this is my idea of absolute heaven. Another 20 minutes walking. I'd have bloody been here. Still so dark in there at the moment, even though the light's up. Really dense forestry now. And it's the same on the other side as well. I just love these like rays of light that you get coming through. Like a perfect pathway. That would definitely have been my spot if I had the juice in the legs to go that little bit further. It's just magical, look at it. Just behind me, there's just perfect spots. I love the forest, I love it. And had I brought the hammock, I honestly thought I'd get as far as Leversham. So that's why I opted for the tent. Thought if I'm camping on the moors, tent's the safest option. Not sure in terms of trees and all the rest of it up there, so that was the reason I picked the tent. But I was pleased with it. There was a bit of condensation this morning, but I'm planning on getting to camp early and I'll air it out. Should be no problem. Well, I just found a nice little seat and a bench. It's going to have 5 minutes, but look at the view. Absolutely stunning. You won't see, but there's Blakely Topping just over this way. It is it's easy to see. You can see Fylingdales as well, RAF Fylingdales off in the distance. We'll say the paths on this route are really good in terms of the walking, in terms of the way marking. I don't know if it's just me, but coming from Scarborough to Helmsley, I think I've seen 3 signs. There's quite a lot where it looks like they've a few of the round discs have been popped off. I don't know if that's the Tabular Hills signs or whatnot, but yeah, without the phone, without the GPS, I'd be absolutely buggered. It's certainly not a route to pick up and just go out with. I mean, you wouldn't anyway, but you know what I mean. Just enjoying this last bit of woodland before we get to the moors. And there's some signs of the recent winds, the recent storms. These forests, there's trees up everywhere. Again, from a camping perspective, especially in those high winds, really got to be careful. I mean, this is just, it's an absolute car crash. And I know the Forestry Commission had stacked a lot of these trees up, but you can see the big ones where they've just been rooted up. Do a fantastic job keeping these paths open for everybody. And these views just get better and better. Here's another place where you could stop, grab a drink, have a rest, and then that's your view. Well, these views now are just opening up. Now I'm getting to see why it's called the Tabular Hills, right? It's rolling hills, it's beautiful. You're walking through, you're surrounded by trees, and every now and again there's just a little crack, a little window. And 9 times out of 10, there's a bench, there's a picnic table there. So you can sit down, relax and enjoy it. The first day, it was pretty much, like I say, flat, other than that immediate hill at Wrench Green. Everything then just seemed to be pretty steady, pretty straightforward. But now, I'm up high, you're getting the rewards. Stunning, absolutely stunning place. So since the start of the walk, putting up with this terrible squeaking on my bloody back. Been driving me crazy. Been sat there all night thinking, can't put up with that, need to get a new one. I mean, this is new. I mean, I've not used it. Had it 4 years, like all my gear. Had all my gear for 4 years and never used it. Just realised there's 2 extra straps on the back. I was just literally hand over the back, pulling my back into me, see if it made it better. Found 2 bloody straps. Pulled them, right as ninepence. No squeaking. Hopefully that solves that problem for the rest of the trip. Oh, Jesus. Should have probably road tested all this stuff way before getting out on the trail, but it's not my style. Throw myself into it. If I think too much, then I'm going to come up with an excuse in my mind not to do it. And I nearly did on this trip. It's exactly the same. Wife's going away on Friday and it was, well, I might not make it back, I might be late, I might get stuck. Maybe I'll do it next week. But here we are. We're actually doing it, and I can't tell you how good that feels. It's literally 4 years in the making. First wild camp, first long distance walk. Absolutely. I can't express the, I mean, it's emotion, it's feeling, right? It's just absolutely delighted. So pleased with myself. Still got the best part of 55k to go, so better stop slapping myself on the back at the minute and crack on. Well, the sun's finally decided to come out. Got Christmas trees, all sorts, all shapes and sizes. But hopefully this sun sticks, because honestly the camera doesn't do it justice. I get that, it's action cam, but the light dropping down over that valley now is beautiful. And just like that, we're leaving the forest behind us now and we're starting to come on to the moorland. A lot more expansive. Can see where we're heading now. It's I haven't been able to do that literally since the start of the walk. It's just been trees, tree line, trees overarching. Been lovely, absolutely lovely, but now this instantly feels different. It's just fields, moors, literally for as far as the eye can see. Beautiful. You can see the rolling hills. Really is amazing to see. Blakey topping, got RAF, Barlingdales, surrounded by trees and these beautiful hills. Completely understandable as to why it's called the Tabular Hills once you get to the top. Beautiful. Okay, now. Not sure if I caught that on camera, but a pheasant shot out of the brush. Absolutely shit myself. Crikey. And that's the last view we're going to see of Blakey Ridge. So this is where we've just come through from. Bridestones and Crosscliff. Well, the road noise really is picking up now. Can only mean one thing. We're literally near the Hole of Hawkham. Cross a busy road, then we're onto it. So I imagine 10 more minutes. Well, I seem to have been saying that for at least an hour. Let's see. We've hit the track next to the main road. So plenty of cars coming flying by. But on the other side, we've got the Hole of Hawkham. Can't help but feel so small with all this behind you. It's absolutely stunning. I feel like an ant. You can see people down there in yellow rain jackets and bits and pieces, and they're literally like dots. This place truly is amazing. So here we are, Leversham Moor, where I'd hoped to get to. You've got a low route straight off to the left, but we're going to be taking the high route because I want the views. And just like that, the scenery's changed again. Just moorland. Ferns to the left, and to the right. You can still see Fylingdales now back off in the distance. But we've got this for a couple of hours now as we traverse around the Hole of Hawkham, and then we drop down into the village of Leversham, and that is where I need to find a pub. I need to find something. Wind's really picking up here. Hopefully the audio's still good, but what a pitch this would have been. Nice grass, but look at the view. Really can see all the way down. Well, that is the pitch that I had in mind when I thought about getting to a point to camp. There's no way I could have done it. I've been walking 2 hours 45 minutes from where I camped. The reality is I'd have struggled, even without losing those couple of hours in the morning. I'm happy with where I camped. I made the right decision. I stopped when I was tired. Last thing I want to do is not enjoy this. And I've been able to get up this morning and get straight on it, so I've not overdone it. I think that's crucial. I think it's about knowing when to stop to make sure the rest of the journey is just as enjoyable as it's been so far. But this is, I mean, it's unbelievable. If you haven't been here and you've been thinking about doing this walk or taking a look at the area, I strongly recommend it. It's beautiful. On this section, there's no doubt you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. I've seen lots of coast-to-coast walkers, and when they get to the moors, they don't enjoy it. The scenery, obviously, the lakes and all the mountains, and then you come into this it's just desolation. It's the only word I can use to describe it, but I absolutely love it. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's just raw. It's absolutely stunning, and it's definitely a part that I'm really enjoying today. But it will be one of those areas that just splits it down the middle for most people, I'd say. And we're still going as far as the eye can see. It's a long stretch. So there we go, that's the Levisham Moor section complete. Our next stop is Levisham, and then we're heading to Newton-upon-Rawcliffe, which is 4 miles away. From what I understand, that's it's another small village. So if I don't get what I need from Levisham, I'm sure I'll pick it up in Newton or thereabouts. Met some lovely people on the walk here, just chattering away, enjoying themselves, going out for walks, and dogs and bikes and the lot. So it's been a lot more populated in terms of people, but after a day and a bit just walking in solitude, it was actually nice to stop and speak to like-minded people. The only problem is though, they told me the pub's probably closed, and I was anchoring and having a pint for dinner. So we'll see when we get there. So here we are, just approaching the village. Oh, I can smell food, it smells absolutely amazing. So this is the pub, but they said it would be closed, and it looks it. Doesn't look to be open. This place is amazing. It's just a shame it doesn't have a pub that's open or a local store. Everything's closed. Such a sleepy little place. Absolutely beautiful buildings. Well, after the disappointment of the pub being closed, there's only one thing for it. Gonna crack out a cold all-day breakfast. Just gonna stop, have 15 minutes, rest the back. It's I'm feeling it today a bit. To be expected, I guess. But it's why I brought these. It's not gourmet, and it'd be 100 times better if it was warm. But I just don't want to waste the water. And you know what? After not eating anything other than jerky yesterday, it's actually pretty good cold. It's going to fill a gap. So I'm going to crack on, eat this, take a break. Levisham, we're in and out. 15 minutes, not even 10 minutes. Walk straight down the road. Only a handful of houses. I can see the sign. I'm on the right track. There's a Newton-upon-Rawcliffe, I think it is, only 4 miles away. So fingers crossed. That's got a shop that's open. There we go, leaving the bench. Looks lovely down this way. And the signs have got a lot more frequent, I'm pleased to say. So, on to the next village. Newton-upon-Rawcliffe. 4 miles. Well, that sketchy bits soon level back out. Done some really good decline there. There's like everything we picked up at Wrench Green and going on to the top of Hole of Hawcombe. We've just dropped right back down now, right back into the valley. Might be able to see when we get a break in the trees. What a view this is. Completely different terrain again now. Walking through long grass. The incline, we've just come down from Leversham. And then we've just got more rolling hills off to the left, which is stunning. Walking into the sun now, which is nice. Gonna get soaking wet feet. But the change in scenery is appreciated. Look at this for a fix. Just a little tree stump. Just to stop the cattle getting underneath. Frugal as Yorkshire folk. That has made me chuckle. Gate's knackered. I know what we'll do. Passes that tree. Sorted. Track's got considerably worse. Obviously some cattle going backwards and forwards. So having just to dive off the main track just to not go flying. It's wet, it's slippy, it's boggy, it's covered. Well, that was sketchy. Coming through farmers' yards and fields and cattle, you name it. I've just walked past it. Sheep, geese, cows. And the map got a little bit skew with there. I literally just ran all over the place. But then crossed the railway. Obviously Leversham Station's not too far from here, so that was really cool to see. Now, obviously we've dipped all the way down. We've now got to go all the way back up. This looks like a leg pumper. Well, let me tell you, that was just as bad as Wrench Green, if not worse. Probably with all the kilometres in the legs, it felt worse than yesterday. But crikey, it was a big one. Super steep, lots of elevation, very quick as well. But we're back on the road to Newton, and this looks like it's an easier track to follow. Some old abandoned, dilapidated house. But that's got a story to tell. Well, I'm starting to get delirious now. I'm just thinking about Coca-Cola, full fat, ice, lemon. Oh, Still got a little bit of water in the jug. Keeping that though, just in case there's nothing in Newton upon Rawcliffe. I'm sure there will be. It's a bigger village than Levisham, by the looks of it. Although I have been saying that, haven't I? Yeah, since I set off. Be a shop at the next one at the next one. Worst case scenario, I'll make sure it's not too late. I'll knock on someone's door, politely ask them if they could fill my my water up. So I'm not worried, there's a plan. We keep going. So this is the second pub that we've walked to that unfortunately is closed. Just can't catch a break today. Saw a little sign, so I went for it. But hang on about. There's a water tap. So I've come to the conclusion I'm not getting my pint, but there was an outdoor tap coming off the toilet block, so I filled the water, and I think at worst I can boil that later on tonight. A couple of minutes and we'll be golden. I'm sure the water's fine anyway. Coming from a mains unit like that, it's a campsite and pub, so I saw the sign, it's off the beaten track from where I'm walking, but I thought it's worth a 10-minute divert, and now we've got water, so it absolutely was. I think what I'll do is I'll carry on, get to Newton. If I can find something where I can get replenished, I will, and I'll tip this. But if not, look, I've got what I need. All good. Oh, and it seems like the good luck is all coming at once. Just coming round the corner, I just started talking to a chap that was stood just where the railway was. I was just doing a little piece of footage looking down, and he called me over. He asked, "How you doing the Tabular Hills?" I said, "Yeah, I am." We started talking. He's local. He does the Tabular Hills every year. Well, he alternates between the Wolds Way, which is one I've got on my list, and the Tabular Hills. And I was talking to him about the challenges around the pubs being closed, and he said at this time of year it's what happens. But what he did do is he gave me some energy tablets, which I should have thought about putting in the bloody bag. I should have got them. But hats off to you, mate. You have given me the lift that I need to press on now and crack another 15k before finding somewhere to sleep. So we're just heading down now. Quite a steep bank. Leaves on the floor. Yeah, the kindness of some people is unbelievable. I could see he wanted to talk. He was 20 yards away on a bench. The minute he saw me, he come flying over. He obviously a walk he's done previously, does every other year. But the minute I started talking about the struggles with the shops and the local pubs being closed, he was just like, "Let me help you. Take a couple of these, drop them in your water, you'll be golden." Just kindness of absolute strangers. When you're down a bit and you're up against it and you feel like everything's going wrong, it's nice when that comes good. It's really put a spring in my step. So a nice forest section again now. Enclosed on both sides again. I think this will be for about an hour, I'd have thought, looking at the map. Although this looks interesting. Crikey. More damage from the trees coming down in the weather that we've had recently. Well, this bit looks like fun. Absolutely bogged, myrtled. Although we've got stepping stones, but there's just trees down everywhere. Is that the route? Can't be. Let's just get over these without going in the drink. Got to be up this way, right? Well, just cutting across a field now. Sun's just starting to drop. It's 2:30, so still got a bit of time. I think I'm 37k from the end. Seems to be going backwards, that number. And like I've said previously, the missus is away for the weekend, so I'm picking the kids up from school. It's an hour's drive back home from Helmsley, so I need to be in Helmsley at 1, home for 2, picking the kids up for 3, no problem. Well, just 37k. Absolutely brilliant. The path over there is unwalkable. Obviously got heavy cattle on it, and look what we've got in front of us, man. Oh, look at that, they're legging it. About 50 cows. They're scared of me. I know I'd deck them. I hope that big one's looking back at me though. Gosh, he's walking back. Oh. Right, I'm just going to edge back over this way a bit. Oh shit. Don't come this way, lads. Just stay there. Oh, my heart's racing here. They'll probably look like little dots on the action cam. Jeez. There's some big effers there, man. Oh, every one of them just watching me. Look at them. Oh God. And we're going through this, look. Oh shit. Shit. Right, we're going this way. We're not going near effers. Screw that. We're going round edge. Look at them. There'd have been an easier way than that. Look at my shoes, man. Just looking for somewhere now just to pull up and make a brew. I'm still 10k off where I needed to be, really. It's 3 o'clock, so there might be some little bit of night walking. If I get to a bit where I'm comfortable doing it, then we'll do it just to make sure, take the pressure off in the morning. Let's find somewhere to pull up and have a brew. Well, this section looks a little bit less trodden. Looks like tick heaven as well. Just ferns absolutely everywhere. I'd say I'll have to check myself when I get back to camp and get pitched up, but honestly, the legs are going. It'll be a pitch and throw in job tonight, that's for sure. Well, just had a quick stop. I've decked some water, taken a couple of ibuprofen as well. My hips are a bit sore. They're just throbbing a bit, so what I'm thinking is, oh, and I've got the head torch out as well. I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to do a little bit further tonight, if possible. Got to be in Elmsley tomorrow for one. Wife's been on the phone, said it's not a problem. Obviously, if I'm late, but I don't want to be. She's got plans, and I don't want to put her out. She's grand. Puts up with me, or has put up with me doing all this sort of stuff, disappearing for a couple of days. So don't want to let her down and be late and eat into her time with her mates. Away for the weekend in caravan with a hot tub. I might see if I can go with them, because I've got a feeling tomorrow when I'm done and dusted, these legs are going to be sore. So yeah, not looking forward to it, a bit nervous, but it looks like there's going to be an hour or two night walking. It'll make finding the campsite and a camp spot all that bit more interesting. Just what we need as soon as we start with the head torch. I'm not going to pretend any different. This is sketchy, but I want to get these extra miles in. Well, at least 5 more K. Better put the torch in front of me to see where I'm going. Just nearly killed myself. So it's a campsite for the night. It's getting on now, it's 8 o'clock. Just found some moorland, just come onto it. I'm going to have to be quite stealthy though. There is a house a little bit down the way. I've wandered far enough away from it to be seen, but it's just going to be a dive in, quick drink, and then off to bed. And just like that, the bag's packed. That was a mission in the dark, not going to lie. This is where I slept. Nice soft. I did put myself in this little divot though, stupidly. Right, okay, so now it's time to get, not so much night walking, it's 5:30 in the morning. 5.5 hours to go, according to the map. Let's crack on. So it's 6:45 now. Just come through a little village called Gillymore. Lots of road walking on that stretch. Glad I had the headlight. Still on the road now, but it's just a single track. It's just misty today. Misty, damp. By my reckoning, got about 16 kilometres left to go to Helmsley. It's 7:15, so I'm going to make it in plenty of time. Probably didn't need to push as hard as I did last night, but better to be early than late, right? God, I'm feeling it this morning. So day 2, highlight for me, Levisham. Coming through there was beautiful, and the changing in scenery. Once you hit Levisham, you're kind of up and down into the hills. That first stretch on day 1, it was, with the exception of Wrench, it was pretty much flat all the way. Nice, easy walking. I really should have done a bit more in terms of mileage on day 1 just to make day 2 a bit easier. But for me, day 2 was stunning. Everything I wanted it to be. I was crossing over little rivers, going right up and to the top of the hills, real steep incline. But then obviously dropping back down again, which look, it's puts you through your paces, that's for sure. It's not an easy one. I looked at all of them online in terms of 3-day hikes and kind of picked this one thinking it was going to be a bit of an easy run, but I guess in winter none of these are easy. I mean the paths they're terrible. It's just mud, it's water, and I think what I've learned on this trip is it's all about that preparation again, right? I've brought stuff that I didn't need. I'm carrying bits and pieces around, which is just adding weight and been of no use. I'd have been better off putting in 3 or 4 pairs of extra socks, because I tell you, there's nothing better than getting back, pitching your tent and banging on some clean warm socks. Oh Jesus. And my feet this morning, they're struggling a bit. The balls of my feet definitely got blisters on them. But yesterday it was 10 hours solid hiking. Stopped for 30 minutes, 2 15-minute breaks. And like I say, when your feet are wet, I certainly need to take care of them a bit better than I did yesterday. But it's a learning curve, and it hasn't stopped me. So still on track to finish. We've just got to get through last 15k or so. Can't believe I'm still doing those shots for you on day 3. Oh, honestly, won't be many of those today. Day 2's camping spot was brilliant. Definitely pushed it, looked further than I wanted to. But as I was walking in the dark, I was just down these like little tracks, these little lanes. I could literally push my arms out to both sides and touch the hedges and the fences. There was just nowhere to dive in and pitch up. Otherwise, I would have done. But luck would have it, managed to get to that little bit of moor. It was perfect, beautiful. Nice, flat, easy. I just threw everything down. The pitch wasn't great in terms of me putting it up, but look, at that point, it was just about getting my head down. Just about to go into the forest now. See behind me. Lots of noise from animals, birds, etc. waking up this morning, so looking forward to this stretch. The amount of pheasants in this wood is unbelievable. They're literally everywhere. Jumping out, scaring me half to death. As you can see, there's like a feeding trail which runs all the way over to the bucket there in the centre of the screen. Honestly, don't need that at 7 o'clock in the morning, especially when it's dark. I hope these pictures are coming out okay. Messed around with the settings and flipped about with it. Bloody hell, there's another one, look. Honest to God. Trying to kill me this morning. Not in it for much longer though. And I'm glad. The path is really stony. So the balls of my feet, they're on fire on this sort of terrain. It's almost welcome going back onto the road, as dull as it is and as much as I don't like it, for visual perspective walking through. Oh man, Jesus, that's it now. Forget my feet, I'm running through this final stretch. And straight after that, beautiful little weir buildings. We're on to the final, I say final, there's one after this but it's nowhere near as bad, incline of the trip. This one looks big. So we're well on track. I make it 11 kilometres now to the end. Rang the wife, told her I'm well on track. Still on this road. Lots of road walking on day 3. I think if I was going to do this again, I'd do it in reverse like I'd planned to initially, and obviously finish in Scarborough, but it just didn't make sense. It was raining in Scarborough when I started, and the rain was coming over this way. So had I got to Helmsley, I'd have been hitting that rain, and it's been difficult enough just with the damp conditions and the wet conditions that are on the ground. Never mind walking in the rain. So I'm pleased I did it the way I did, but I think finishing off at the Cleveland Way, North Sea, the cliffs, that for me would be the pinnacle. There's a lot of road walking, or there has been a lot of road walking day 3, and for me it's just not the one. There's not a lot now, I don't think, until I get into Helmsley, looking at the map. We'll see. I reckon 3 hours with a bit of a stop off. We might just about have this trail licked. The weather really isn't lifting at all. Such a shame. But it'll clear up as I start to drop back down again. I think there's one more incline that I'm going to have to go up, but as you can see, day 3 has been scuppered for views. There's just mist, low lying, it's been like this since we started. Even in the dark, it's been a rough one, to be honest. Kind of hoping we'd come down the hill, see the cross in Helmsley Square, but look, we'll see it, but just have to get close to it. So just going into some woodland, only a short stretch, but the same problems pretty much that we've seen in all of them. Big trees down, and of course it would be right over the path, right? It's not a problem, it's only a small one. Must have been some wind rippling through here. to take these down. And we're just coming through. Well, it's got to be nearly like one of the final stretches, right? 8.5k left to go. So dropping down into this woodland at the moment. Then we've got that one big incline. I assume it's going to come pretty much straight after this. So I'm going to get to the bottom. Maybe just finish off that last bit of water that I've got. Ready myself for the incline, and then it should be straight down to Helmsley. I don't want this to end. Obviously I want to get home, I want to see the kids, I want to see my wife and all the rest of it, right? But it's been an absolute experience. I've absolutely loved it. Exactly what I needed. Wanted to get out, wanted to clear the head a bit from work and just from general day-to-day bits and pieces going on. It's not been an easy few months. Lost my dad a couple of months ago. That was one of the main reasons why I needed to get out. Spend so much time trying to keep yourself busy and just, I don't know, almost not deal with that sort of emotion, don't you? This has given me plenty of time to stop, to think about it, just to afford me the time that I need, really. And you know what? It's worked wonders. It has worked wonders. Just concentrate on getting down here in one piece now. It's very slippy. These sheep are following me. Get on back up there, man. Well, after just coming through the sheep field, we've hit a lovely little spot. Look at this. So there's the sign for the Tabular Hills. I'm interested in looking this one up when I get back. St Aldred's Pilgrim Trail. Could be one worth looking at if it's around the same area. I've enjoyed it, I've loved it. So if there's another one, I'll certainly be taking a look at that when I get back. Well, it's always difficult to show the gradients and the inclines on an action cam. But let me spin you around. I'll show you this final one. The final boss. And my God, it's a big one. Struggling even to get up this hill, given how wet it is. But God, this is going to be brutal. And we're up. Not gonna lie, that was not easy. It was wet. Loads of sticks on the floor as well, and quite easy. Lose your footing, roll your ankle. So that was slow and steady. But the reward of getting up to the top is beautiful. Look at this. That's the path now for a little way. And I'm absolutely convinced. I've checked the map, I've checked the app. There's no more inclines like that. Thank God. Let's enjoy this bit. this is a start. If you obviously come from Helmsley side, and it's one of the bits I've been most looking forward to. Banks on the left, banks on the right. I knew that this time of year, the colour of the trees and everything was going to be spectacular, and it doesn't disappoint. Well, I don't think I'm celebrating too early. That's Helmsley. First houses just behind me. Just got to cross this field and then drop straight into the little town centre. Just past the walker as well. She said there's an amazing market on with amazing food and drink. God, I need that right now.